Good morning, students. How are you? In previous chapter or previous topic, we have studied about the fungi, their general features, mode of reproduction, and types of nutrition. Here, in this video, we will discuss about the classification of the fungi. This is the classification of the fungi. Actually, fungi are divided into the four classes: Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, and Deuteromycetes. In few books, you will see the Ascomycetes are divided into the two more type, like Phycomycetes divided into the two more groups, like the Omycetes and the Zygomycetes. Here, first we will discuss about the general features of the Phycomycetes. Phyco. The word phyco derives the algae. Where the algae lives, they lives in the water or on the damp places. But same here, the Phycomycetes. It means these are the fungi that are aquatic inhabitat. These are aquatic inhabitants and generally grows on the decaying woods and also the damp places, and their lives as the obligate parasite. I have already told you in the previous video what is obligate parasite. It means the fungi of these classes are fully depend on the host body. The main feature of the class is they have lack of septum in the hyphae, and we know the group of hyphae is called the mycelium. It means we can say hyphae or the mycelium have the lack of septum, so the condition will be coenocytic. It means nucleus is present or multinuclear condition is seen in the hyphae. And the asexual mode of reproduction takes place by the either the zoospore or the aplanospore. Zoospore having the flagella, so these are the motile in nature, and aplanospore they don't have the flagella, so these are the non-motile, and all these are produced in the sporangium, and we have discussed about it, that kind of reproduction, in the previous video. You can go and watch the previous video about the reproduction of the fungi. And the zygospore, zygote, it means there is the fusion of the gametes takes place, so they forms the zygospore, and the gametes can be isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous type. What is iso, aniso, and oogamous? It has been already discussed in the previous video. For short, isogamous, iso means same. It means the both gametes having the same size, same shape, and functionally same. And in anisogamous, the shape of the gametes are same, but size of the gametes will be different. One will be larger in size, and second one will be smaller in size. And oogamous, the shape and size both are change. It means egg are the round shape and sperms are the male gamete are the sperm in shape having the flagella, and these are the motiles. Further, phycomycetes divided into the two groups like the zygomycetes and oomycetes. Zygomycetes in which the zygote are formed. These are the motile, thick walled, and the best example is the mucor and albugo. And here in zygomycetes they are the thick walled, and the best example is the mucor and rhizopus. Because in your syllabus it is not mentioned, so I will not go into the deep. You will have to read only the phycomycetes. The second one is the ascomycetes and basidiomycetes. Asco and basidio both are literally same, but the difference is the fruiting body. The fruiting body having the cup shape, that is called the ascus. So these are called the ascomycetes. Here we can see these are cup or sac-like fungi, mostly multicellular and rarely the unicellular. Example is the yeast. You already know about the yeast. These are belong to the Saccharomyces and having the single body. They reproduce with the asexual reproduction, that is the by budding. Okay, fine. Here these are the common feature. All fungi are the saprophytic in nature. Mostly they are the decomposers, sometimes the parasitic, and especially the coprophilous, means they are present in the dungs of the cattle. And here in Asco and Basidiomycetes, both having the septate, both are the septate and branched mycelium, and the asexual reproduction takes place by the exogenous outgrowth that are formed the and called the conidia. Is it clear? The best example is the penicillium. I have already discussed it in the previous video. If we talk about the sexual reproduction, the sexual spores are produced endogenously, especially in the sac-like structure that is called the ascospores. And on the basis of structure of the ascus, these are three types. If the ascus will be cup shaped, it is called the apothecium. If the ascus is flask shaped, it is called the perithecium. If the ascus are the globus or without opening, they are called the clistothecium. And during the time of formation of ascus, the crozier are forms. Actually, the sexual reproduction takes place the steps of dikaryon that we will discuss in the diagram. Even the diagram is not included in NCERT, but we will clarify the difference between the Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Even both are the septate, both are the branched. The main difference is the mainly the shape of the ascus or fruiting body. These are the ascus or ascospores, and in the basidiomycetes, the fruiting body is called the basidiospores. Okay, here you can see the asci are arranged in fruiting bodies called the ascospores. Here we can see the diagram. It will make you clear very well. Here if we will see, here suppose these are one ascus. Jointly these are called the ascus. And here the 1, 2, 3, 4, it may be 3 to 8 ascus can be present in a single ascospores. And the group of ascus is called the fruiting body. And this fruiting body is called the ascospore. Is it clear? Now, here there are the few examples like the claviceps, aspergillus and neurospora. Aspergillus is a fungi that sometimes forms the aflatoxin, that is a cancerogen. It means it causes the cancer. The next, and here's the one, neurospora. It is used in the genetics, especially in the biotechnology. The few fungi are used as the dietary items like the morels and truffles that are edible and delicious. The next class of the fungi is the Basidiomycetes. We will discuss the cycle, sexual life cycle after this statement. The Basidiomycetes, these are called the bracket fungi, are puffballs, and generally these grows on the legs, logs, tree stumps, in living plant bodies as a parasite. Rust and smuts causes. The main mycelium is branched and septate. They have the gill-like structure. Generally, asexual spores are not formed. Vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation. Sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy occurs by the fusion of the two vegetative cells of different strains. Different strains means positive and negative. The resultant structure is dikaryotic, that gives the rise to the formation of basidium. After the plasmogamy, karyogamy takes place, where the condition is called the 2n condition, n plus n condition, that is called the dikaryon phase. And here the meiosis takes place, that forms the basidium and form the basidiospores. These basidiospores are exogenously, it means the growth is the outer and produced on the basidium. And these basidia are arranged in the fruiting bodies called the basidiocarps. The best example is the agaricus, mushroom, and ostolago. Puccinia. Puccinia causes the rust disease in the wheat plant. Here we can see the mushroom. This is the cap. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are like the guild-like structure. Here something exogenously fruiting bodies are formed. That is called the basidiospores. And when these basidiospores detach with the parent body, each spores have the capability to form the new basidiospores. It is due to the how it forms. The first is the plasmogamy. I have already told you plasmogamy. The second one is the karyogamy, and second one is the meiosis or division phase. Plasmogamy, here the fusion of plasma takes place. Karyogamy, here the first condition is the dikaryon, where the two nucleus are present but not fusion in this case. Later on the dikaryon phase, the nucleus are fused with each other and they form the zygote. After the zygote formation, meiosis takes place that causes the formation of gametes. Here we will see in the life cycle. With the help of this diagram, I had tried to give you a concept about the how the sexual reproduction takes place in the Ascomycetes as well as in the Basidiomycetes. Here we can see in this diagram there is the two hyphae A and B. Here we can see the positive have the nucleus is the different in shape. I have made the diagram the different. This is the first hyphae of the different strain and the second is the different strain. Hyphae is the different strain. The first condition is the plasmogamy. Here in this diagram we can see the both bodies comes in the contact and the fusion takes place that causes the fusion of the plasma. Here we can see there are the two nucleus of the each one nucleus of the each strain. Here is here this is the first nucleus, this is the second nucleus, but here the fusion has not takes place. That's why it is called the dikaryon phase, because in a single cell, in a single hyphae, that is the this, you can see there are the two nucleus, that is the n plus n, because there is the no fusion takes place in this hyphae. Now later these hyphae get attached during the karyogamy. Here we can see the condition is the 2n condition. It means both this and this having the 2n condition, and from here to here this is the common in the Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Now from here we'll see this is the condition of Basidiomycetes and here this is the Ascomycetes. Here we can see we have tried to draw the different shape of the diagram. in the nucleus, it means they have the fusion of two nucleus. One is the strain A or positive, and the half is the negative. And same in the Ascomycetes also, the from here we are trying to make the two life cycle. One is for the Ascomycetes family and second one is the Basidiomycetes family. Here we can see in the Ascomycetes, we can see here, this is the Ascomycetes. This is the Ascomycetes. What happened in this? After the meiosis, that nucleus is divided into the 1 to 2, 2 to 4. Here we can see the 4 nucleus condition. And the again meiosis takes place, that causes the formation of 8 nuclear condition in the ascus. And each spores are called the ascospores. We can see here, these are ascospores are the inner side of the membrane. That is, it is called the endogenous type. I hope now you are clear what is endogenous and what is exogenous. Is it clear? And after that, each spores are liberated. They forms the another hyphae. Further, the same process of reproduction takes place. Here, in the second case, we'll see the Basidiomycetes, where the meiosis takes place, and this is the basidium, on which the basidiospores or basidiocarps are formed outside of the body. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the outer growth, outside of the body. So it is called the exogenous. And later on, when these these basidioscarps or basidiospores will liberated to the medium, detached to the parent body, they will germinate into the new one. Here, the same life cycle takes place. Here, each spore are liberated. Here, the same, because this is the same process. From here to here, this is the difference in the Ascomycetes and the Basidiomycetes. I hope now you are clear about the Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. There are the two main differences. What? The first is the structure of fruiting body, that is the ascus. And ascus are the three types. Cup shape is called the apothecium, flask shape called the perithecium, and without opening the globule was called the clistothecium. The common feature is the both are the branched and septate. Mycelium is the branched and septate. The third is both are sexually reproduce when the two strains are fused with each other during the plasmogamy, then the dikaryon phase in the karyogamy, and after the karyogamy, meiosis takes place. After the karyogamy, dikaryon phase, the fusion of the gametes takes place, that causes the formation of zygote. Then meiosis takes place, and after meiosis, in Ascomycetes, there the ascospores are formed in a endogenously, and in the Basidiomycetes, the spores are formed the exogenously. Now, in the fourth class, these are called the false fungi, Deuteromycetes, because these have the lack of sexual reproduction. These are called the imperfect fungi, because mostly these possess the either asexual reproduction or the vegetative reproduction. Whenever the any fungi or the Deuteromycetes are such that they possess the sexual reproduction, so on the basis of ascocarp or basidiocarp, they are put into the different classes. So these are mostly those fungi they don't have passes the sexual mode of reproduction. And here mostly these are reproduced by the conidia. Here the mycelium is the septate and branched. Few are the saprophytes and few are the parasites. Few fungi of the groups are the decomposers. These helps in the recycling of the nutrients and minerals like the Alternaria solanae, Coletotrachum, Trichomonas, Alternaria. Alternaria, it causes the early blight of potato. And Phytophthora infestans, it causes the late blight of potato. We will discuss it in the economic importance of fungi. Even economic importance of fungi is not included in your NCERT book. But I will make a video on the economic importance of the fungi that is most important for the future exams, but not for the board exams. And the Coletotrachum falcatum. Coletotrachum falcatum causes the red rot of sugar cane. आपने देखा होगा कभी जब आप गन्ने को देखे होंगे तो बीच में एक लाल लाल वर्टिकल एक ओपनिंग होती है, जो इसी को हम कहते हैं एक फंगल वैसा, जिसको हम कहते हैं कोलेटोट्रैकम फेलकाटम. ऐसे ट्राइकोमोनास एक फंजाई है जो मिनरल्स के रिसाइकलिंग में मदद करता है. सो आई होप दिस वीडियो will be helpful to clear your concept about the different classes of the fungi. The first is the Phycomycetes. It means all those fungi, those either living in the aquatic habitat like the algae, or they live in the dampy places. And the second is the Ascomycetes, having the ascus or ascocarp, septate and branched. Basidiomycetes have the basidocarps, exogenous in nature, branched and septate. And third one is the Deuteromycetes or the imperfect fungi, because they have the lack of sexual mode of reproduction. So the question can be asked in the one liner, which class of the fungi having the completely lack of the sexual mode of reproduction. So this is the Deuteromycetes, or those who helps in the cycling of or recycling of the minerals. These are the Deuteromycetes. So thank you class. In next video we will study about the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Thank you class.